What is going on, swing yarders? Today we've got a fun one. We get to compare the 2024 Callaway Paradigm AI Smoke Triple Diamond driver with the 2025 Callaway Elyte Triple Diamond driver. Now these are two popular drivers in the market. Pros have adopted these. Both of these are the low spin version, but it's going to be fun to put these to the test. They're very similar drivers, but let's talk about some of the new technology in the 2025 version versus the 2024. So first things first, they both have a two-prong weight system here. It's actually quite a bit different. In the 2024 version, they have a 14 and a 2 weight. You can put them on either side. And in the 2025, it's only a 9 and 4. So in the 2025, you're going to kind of get a much more even weight distribution throughout the club head as opposed to the 2024 version. Now, the AI Smoke talks about the AI Smart Face and using some of the Smart Face technology that Callaway introduced in 2024. But the 2025 model has a 10x face is what it's called, and it's 10x more sweet spots than the 2024 model. I believe this is true. I've done some testing. I've hit both of these, and this is definitely more forgiving. So some of my feedback might be biased, but I'll show you the data here in a little bit after we hit some shots. A couple other differences and characteristics about these. Almost the same exact face, or club head, sorry. This has kind of a checkerboard look to it. This has kind of just the black glossy. They both look kind of the same. There's no Callaway chevron alignment tool on either of them. They do have that on the other models. And then that's about it. So both of these are 9-degree drivers. I'm going to use the same shaft for both drivers, so we're testing on the same equipment. And let's hit some shots, and we'll talk about how they both feel, how they fly, and we can look at some of the shot data as well. All right, I got my shaft, my Fujikara Ventus Velocore shaft hooked up to the 2024 AI Smoke model. Let's hit a few shots, and we'll see how it feels. All right, guys, brief interruption to acknowledge our partners at Second Swing. Thank you to them for allowing us to make this video. If you haven't heard about Second Swing yet, make sure you go to secondswing.com. They are the best for buying used, buying new, trade-ins, customizing equipment, fittings, all the things. Second Swing is amazing, guys. Make sure you check them out. We'll link some things in the description below, and let us know if you have any questions. All right, guys, I had a pretty good session with the AI Smoke. I'm not going to lie. I'm excited to give the Elyte a try. Let's hit a couple shots, and we'll compare them. All right, guys, I just got done hitting 7 balls with the Paradigm AI Smoke, the 2024 Triple Diamond version, and 7 balls with the Elyte Triple Diamond 2025 version. So let's take a look at the stats and kind of see how those shaped out against each other. So I just kind of randomly picked 7. That felt like the right number. The 7 I have highlighted are the AI Smoke, the 2024 version. So let's take a look at those first. Extremely consistent is what I'm seeing with the AI Smoke. So if you look at some of the distances, we're carrying at 280, 280, 280, 280, 280, 280, 290. Incredible consistency there. Pretty good smash factors. You know, that's just kind of, telling me how well I've hit it on the club. Let's look at the spin rates and the launch angles, which are super important for optimizing your drive. Okay, so 2,500 is great. 23, 27 is a little high. 2,000, 2,000, 1,700, that's pretty low. I think I hooked that one pretty hard. And then 2,100. Now the launch angles 13, 15, 12, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, those are all pretty good. 15's a little too high for me. Even 14's maybe a little too high. But I'm getting incredibly good distance with this driver. Again, this is the 2024 AI Smoke version that we just talked about. Pretty good results. Now, the one caveat I'd say with the AI Smoke is I don't love the feel of it. And I think that's largely due to the big weight differences in the head. Now, my results can speak for themselves. I actually had pretty good results. If you look at some of the grouping and dispersion of the shots. Now, the AI Smoke is responsible for multiple of these hooks. It caused me a little bit more dispersion in my shot shapes as opposed to the Elyte. So let's go back to the shots and let's look at the 7 I hit with the Elyte version. Now, again, very consistent. We're looking anywhere from, now we're looking at the unchecked ones, by the way. We're looking anywhere from 275 to 292 in the carry category. Let's look at some of the ball speeds. All very consistent, very consistent. If I'm being honest, I actually think I put a few better swings on the AI Smoke versus the Elyte, but the results still speak for themselves. We had pretty good, that's too much spin on this one, 2900, 27, 27, 29, 23, 27. That's too much spin for most of those drives. I'm not gonna lie. The launch angles are still pretty good. You know, you're anywhere from 14 down to 11. There is a 15 in there. I think I, maybe hit that a little off the toe. But, the dispersion with the 2024 is better than the 2025 in terms of statistics. But if you look at the actual shot shapes, which I can't show you individually, the grouping's pretty good. I'm pretty close to the white line. I have a heavy group here, a couple outliers that were mostly with the Smoke there. And then let's look at the front. Again, most of these that are pretty consistently landing in here were with the Elyte. Now, I maybe got a little bit more yardage out of the Smoke, which surprises me. I think that has a little bit to do with the result of my smaller subset. Maybe I hit the better swings on the first 7 and I was a little bit more fresh. I don't know. You can attribute it to whatever you want. But my winner here is still going to be the Elyte, despite some of the numbers. I wish my dispersion with the Elyte was a little bit better, but because the feel is so much better with the Elyte versus the Smoke, I think it's due to the weights. I'm going with the Elyte. I could hit the AI Smoke all day. That thing was giving me pretty good results, really good numbers in terms of distance, launch angles, spin rates. But both of those drivers are pretty solid. There's a reason they're pretty popular out on the market. So, all right, guys, thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the comparison between the AI Smoke Triple Diamond driver of 2024 versus the Callaway Elyte Triple Diamond driver of 2025. It was really fun to hit both those. If there's more of these reviews that you guys want to see, please let us know in the comments below. We'd love if you'd subscribe to our channel and supported us. It means so much to us. Thank you for tuning in. If there's anything else you guys need from us, reach out and we'll be happy to help. Thanks for tuning in, Swing Yarders, and until next time, see ya.